So, I work in this very unique sector of the real estate securities industry. For people with investment properties of any kind, it's part real estate and it's part securities. What makes it unique is that it does two or three things that other investment options might give you one or two of those features, but not all three at one time. So first off, it qualifies for the deferral of both capital gains and any debt relief that comes from selling property using what's called a 1031 exchange. In the same way you might buy a subsequent property and trade property for property, I frequently help people with this strategy of deferring those capital gains until their entire estate passes, which provides then for the opportunity potentially to permanently eliminate capital gains taxes. The second thing is it provides a monthly income and the potential for capital growth that can either be diversified or concentrated. Most importantly, it matches somebody's risk and return posture and their investment objectives. The vast majority of my work is really to diversify and reduce risk for folks who have capital that they are trying to transition, but there's the ability to provide predictable cash flow, and that's using institutional and investment grade corporate real estate that's been placed into what's called a Delaware Statutory Trust, or a DST. The third thing is it enables somebody to move into a totally passive position so they can transition out of active management and the responsibilities for property ownership, as if you're familiar with rental properties, the old T's of tenants, taxes, toilets, and trash. Or if you're farming on farm and ranch land, it includes tractors, right? But you can see that you can find these elements in many different investment options, but it's hard to put all three together in the same investment vehicle. So, there's other features and benefits to DSTs, as well as the limitations that are worth understanding for any alternative investment that requires an accredited investor. And I spend a lot of time working with folks to make sure they understand that. So when I can help a client who has a large capital gains implication, even to the point of being frozen, they don't know what to do because of the tax implications, but based on the appreciation of their property, when you can help them transition into then a diversified portfolio that we custom build to meet their investment and their living goals and objectives, sometimes it's all about providing more cash flow than they were otherwise generating. Sometimes it's about reclaiming time and freedom for other things. Sometimes it's about providing the option to carry that transition through the estate and come back into active real estate ownership at some point, or pass it on to subsequent generations. Either way, it's tremendously satisfying, and it's a great way to continue serving folks.